women tend to be underdiagnosed.
Well, if you haven't been diagnosed with it, then you don't believe that even is a thing, right?
First of all, I will never forget in 4th grade, I loved my teacher, Sister Marjorie Fletcher. And on the last day of class, somebody brought her flowers and I knocked them. I was so excited. I knocked the vase all over her attendance book. I will never forget the way she looked at me like, really?
Oh.
Really? And not to oversell this, but there is a huge amount of shame. Oh, Antonia, why are you always looking at other people? I'm talking to you.
Right.
Okay, I'm not trying to look at other people, but I can't look at you.
Right. 100%.
It's my brain.
100%.
And now, what would I say to you, Jason? I'd say, Jason, I really want to focus, but I have ADHD. Can we go sit in that corner so I'm looking at you in the wall, and then you will have my undivided attention?
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Attention deficit disorder. And what it really is about is, and I am not a neuroscientist, they're saying it's you have lower levels of dopamine.
Yep.
So you're always looking for, I love this language, bright, shiny objects. But it shows up differently in a lot of people. Like Craig just said that he could either be causing havoc or falling asleep. That's the challenge. And to make it even more challenging, because it shows up so differently, women tend to be underdiagnosed. The statistics are pretty interesting, but I can't remember them.
It's because you have ADHD.
Yeah, women tend to be inattentive versus hyperactive. So they look dreamy looking out the window, but it's ADHD. And there's a huge coexistence with anxiety, depression, addiction. It's like, where's that next dopamine hit coming from, right?
Yep. And Craig and I in the past both struggled with alcohol, and we both
me too.
Yeah, we both don't drink anymore.
Neither do I.
For a long time. That's awesome. So awesome. I struggled with drugs a lot in my past as well. And just
let's not go there.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's funny. I don't feel shame about, I guess I should feel shame about it.
No.
But
you should not.
Well, I'm saying if somebody's listening to this, you would think, right? But it's, to me, it was a incredible learning lesson. I'm so glad to be able to go through stuff that brought a lot of pain, and then to be able to get past it is pretty phenomenal. And then you're so grateful that you're not on the other side. And
I don't drink now either. And
that's awesome.
I kind of quit drinking and got my diagnosis around the same time. And I want to just say to anyone out there who may have been my client when I drank, I always showed up ready to do work and be focused and be there. And I show up as a better me now. And I was good. Now I'm great.
Well, and I think that there's the alcohol or whatever trying to maybe replace or comfort the shame that came with, over and over. Why are you doing it that way? Why are you doing it that way? Why are you doing just being hammered that we're doing it the wrong way because it wasn't understood.
And it's dopamine, right?
Yeah. What's the dopamine?
The anticipation of that hit. Right?
Yeah.
Right. I think it was more fun to drive to the bar than it was actually being at the bar, right?
100%.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because I know for me, I would be able to show up and do things well because I was stimulated when I showed up and did things well. I had a lot to do. And then it's the drinking kind of numbed out the hamster wheel in my head, which felt good, right? It's fun to numb it out, but you can also numb it out too by actually doing productive things, by working out, by you know what I mean? Getting interested in stuff, researching stuff.
It's funny what you're saying because I would say that I have an addictive personality, which not for everything. Weed and stuff like that doesn't, I know some people, they just have more of a biological, a physiological pull to certain things.
Right.
But I think if I'm really, really, really honest, what I place drinking with partially, not fully, is work.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
I work a lot more. And that was kind of how I transitioned to not working in a way. I can remember thinking, if I have a drink, I won't work for the rest of the night. It was almost like giving myself permission to turn off. And now I don't turn off the work as easily. I would say, what would be your number one recommendation? I'll tell you mine. You can only give one.
I would say that you need to research everything you can and learn everything about it, because you'll be interested in it, because you'll focus on it. And
the act of that is exactly ADHD, right? I would definitely say, like, fill that void, like that numbing, like it's a superpower. It really is a superpower.
Yeah.
If it's funneled, whatever you want to be, do the actions of that type of person and funnel all of that psychotic, crazy stuff in your head into that. So if it's working out, researching, putting time into your business. Like for me, when I got sober, I went 1000% into business, and I did it so much that it was like a compulsive thing. But you know what? It was a lot better to do that at that time, and it netted a great result for me. And then it eventually gave me margin to be able to work on other things and then pull back from that. But like, dude, funnel it into good stuff, just not bad stuff.
Yeah, I think those are both great answers. I would say, and I think I'm answering it a little bit differently. If I could give one piece of advice, it would be exercise every day.
Yes.